murder, Fizz.
They're only charging him a fraud so far.
Well, they think that she helps him to do these killings.
Well, they're getting this Colin bloke's body out of the canal and they've dug up his mother.
Yeah, well, the real killer swans round Ireland free. Under another false identity, no doubt. She must be in a right state.
I said I got to court this morning to be there for her.
Well, why don't we all go?
Well, someone's got to stay here with Hope.
Yeah, I'll do that. You lot go.
Ches, if she's up to her neck in it, she's going to need all the support she can get.
I hate these places.
Yeah, well, at least we get to go home when it's over.
They've got to let her go.
Well, that's just it, though. They don't.
I hope.
Is your name Fiona Stape?
Yeah.
And you live at... Do you live at 5 Coronation Street, Weatherfield?
Yes.
Fiona Stape, you're charged with fraud by false representation in that on the 3rd of February 2011, dishonestly and intending thereby to make a gain for yourself, you made a representation to Benjamin Dean, solicitor, which was and which you knew to be untrue.
I've got some.
Namely, that you were the wife of Colin Fishwick, and thereby entitled to
They're not in a
receive the
crimpy
sum of
bag if you're worried about the noise.
I'm trying to concentrate. Yeah, shut up,
the
will you?
sale of Joy Fishwick's house upon a death. Are you guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Surprised Chesney hasn't brought little Hope in.
Oh, children are not allowed. And anyway, if Fizz was going for the sympathy vote, she won't get any from this judge. I've seen her before. She has all the compassion of a flick knife.
In view of the seriousness of this case, I'm committing you for sentence at Weatherfield Crown Court.
See what I mean?
Is there an application for bail?
Good
Mr.
news.
Westmore?
It's any of the rubbish on television these days.
Miss Jones?
In view of the extremely serious fraud charge facing the defendant, Madam, the Crown opposes the application. I would remind the court she is also under investigation for murder, which raises important security issues about her being allowed back into the community. Finally, this is a fast-moving investigation with new revelations coming to light each day. Should a long custodial sentence suddenly be in the offing, we believe Mrs. Stape would have no compunction in absconding.
Mr. Westmore?
I would begin by pointing out that Mrs. Stape has no previous convictions and in my submission presents no threat to the community. As for the risk of absconding, this is in fact extremely low. She's the single mother of a small baby with no funds to speak of, who relies heavily on the support of local family and friends. Her daughter was born prematurely and has had a number of serious health issues. Any disruption to her routine could further jeopardize her well-being. Another reason the defendant is unlikely to flee. I submit that there's every reason for bail to be granted.
Thank you both.
Oh, this doesn't look good.
So, regarding the defendant's bail application, I absolutely understand your concerns, Miss Jones. This is an extremely serious charge. However, on balance, I agree with Mr. Westmore that given her domestic situation, the defendant is unlikely to abscond. Bail is granted.
Yes!
On condition Mrs. Stape continues to reside at 5 Coronation Street and reports to a police station once a week.
Sharp as a flick knife, you said.
Yes, well, we all have off days.
Welcome back.
Hello. Hello, my little sweetheart. Oh, yeah, I've missed you.
I've let you out already.
Oh, not now,
I
Sal.
told you it was bad news, but would you listen?
Do you know what? I don't need this.
Yeah, well, whoever he murdered didn't need it either, but they got it.
Let's just get you recycled.
Any fool could see he was a maniac, but oh no, you knew better.
Look, just get off our backs, will you?
He could have killed any one of us.
He couldn't.
Look, don't get involved, Sam.
Well, someone has to tell her the truth.
Yeah, well, it's not worth it. Come on.
Nice welcome.
At least he gets it over with. Is Liam all right? Yeah, he's sparked out. I've just put him in the spare bed for now, if that's all right.
Yeah, of course it is.
Cheers.
Thanks for this, you two.
It was nice to have you back.
Although I could have done without that welcome from Sally.
Well, she's bonkers.
She's not the only one who thinks like that, though, Kirk. You see Norris in court sneering down his nose.
He's even more mental.
There'll be others.
Yeah, well, the fact is, Fizz, that most people around here love you. Now, this isn't going to change how they feel.
Sally's right, of course.
Why?
Well, if I hadn't have had John back, none of this would have happened.
Right, you've got to stop beating yourself up about that.
He'd have done something like this sooner or later, even without you. He can't help himself.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have been involved, would I? I've got myself into a complete mess now.
You're better off than you were this morning.
Yeah. I mean, look, you're back with your friends and family.
Yeah, for now I am. Meantime, the courts get ready to try me for fraud. Murder as well, knowing my luck.
It's not going to come to that.
You didn't kill anyone.
Yeah, but how do I prove it? A few months' time, I'm probably going down. And Hope could be a young woman before I see the light of day. Unless a miracle happens.